gracious me!
What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. We have got a lot to get through in the first 5 minutes of this episode. Then we'll move into some gameplay, and then we'll go back live because there's the first Prime Moments icon, which we're going to laugh at. This game. Right, so the 81 pluses, the League One 81 pluses, I've been saying it for a while. These are going to be the ones we basically invest in. These are the ones we go all out on and try and get as many done as possible because they are going to give out. And give out they do. So we got an inform, in the first one with an 83 rated player as well. The inform will go towards Falcao. Now, of course, Falcao was released after yesterday's episode went live because I got it out early because of rewards. We weren't going to do anything else in it. We never do on a Thursday. But 282 rated teams for Falcao is an absolute bargain regardless of whether we even use him or not. He's probably still third choice behind Torres and Ibra, but still, definitely worth doing for 282 rated teams, even if we do end up swapping him, put him in another SBC. It's just good fodder. Managed to get Cavani out of one of them. That was a big turning point in my fortunes there, really, because, of course, the Nakata SBC were really close to completing. This isn't it. This is one of the Falcao segments, but I didn't actually spend a penny on that, by the way. We had all that in the club already. Timo Werner we packed yesterday in rewards. Everything else we either packed through that French League SBC or through rewards yesterday. So we got very lucky there. Didn't spend one single coin getting that done. The Nakata SBC, like I said, we've been working towards that for a while. Yesterday I was very tempted to spend 50k to get it done. I'm glad I didn't, because in this episode we will complete that SBC without spending anything. We were using Kevin De Bruyne in there. We had the Calvert-Lewin card, of course, the 86 in there to bump up the rating. We've just got Cavani, so we'll have to see what we can do with that. I packed Kyle Walker out of the Rare Electrum pack from the first Falcao segment in the SBC. He's worth about 50k, so that is insane. That paid for quite a few French League packs, I can tell you. We got a 35k pack there. I'm not going to show you that because it was literally nothing and I don't want to waste your time. That card design, by the way, it is disgusting. I bet you thought I was going to say it was nice. I don't like it at all. I think it's horrible. But if it had like a black border, maybe. But nah, don't like it. The card itself is decent. Let's have a look at the in-game stats. It's not too bad. I mean, he's very good in front of goal. He's got very good footwork. There aren't an awful lot of negatives. The only thing with that card, really, is it's not as good as Torres, it's not as good as Ibra, so he is actually third choice. I don't regret doing it, because we got a review out of it, and he's 89 rated, so we can put him in an SBC. At that point, I didn't really need an awful lot more out of the French League SBC. We did one, and that was my first one without a board. It was an 82 rated Rami. I thought I'd show you because I'm not going to show. Sometimes you're thinking, oh, this guy's pack luck is incredible. You don't see the bum packs that I get. You're about to see back-to-back walkouts. Sergeant Liberty left a comment on, not yesterday, but the day before's Road to Glory. And I don't want to read the whole thing out, but I just for you personally, I appreciate you massively, and thank you for the kind words. And anyone who ever says something nice in the comments, just know that I appreciate it, because whether you say that, I'm helping you through a certain time, or I'm just, it's a good watch because it's relatable, basically touching upon points Sergeant Liberty made, but it's all welcome. I appreciate everything like that. Negativity gets the light shone on it quite a lot because you can't. Most people just can't let negativity go. And I've been criticised for focusing on negative comments and never talking about the positive. But I always just say, thank you for the positive comments. And I genuinely do mean it. So thank you very much to Sergeant Liberty for leaving a long paragraph. Read every single word of it. Liked it as well. And I appreciate it. And everybody else who leaves kind words as well. Massively, massively appreciated. We ended the League One packs, by the way, on Glick. I did back-to-back walkouts. I managed to do another one, I scraped one together, and we ended on Glick. But we had also got Mandanda in there. So 283's back. Wasn't worth the money I spent on it. This is the squad I've managed to scrape together to submit for Nakata. We only needed to put an 85 rated squad forward. I had Kevin De Bruyne and the Future Stars Calvert-Lewin in there. But because Quagliarella's been upgraded to an 85 and we packed Cavani, I managed to get both of them out. So we've actually still got Kevin De Bruyne and the Future Stars Calvert-Lewin. The squad is now absolutely stacked full of high-rated players, SBC fodder and all sorts. I was very happy with getting the Kata. I don't think he'll play that often. Of course, he goes on the bench because it looks sexy, but I don't think he'll get that much game time. But having said that, judging by the new SBC that EA have released, I don't know how much or how if I'll ever submit one. You know, like we had Desai that I may or may not be using in an Icon SBC. I talked about George Best being a good player, but not really suiting the way that I play the game. So he may be submitted as well. And now we have Nakata who may be submitted. But judging by the new Moments SBC that they've released, which we'll talk about when we go live, I don't know if I'll be doing any of them if they're that price, because it's astronomical. I did got Felipe out of the reward for the Nakata SBC, by the way. Nothing too crazy. Let's go into the gameplay. Luke Hill says, what's your usual Nando's order? I have only ever been to Nando's once, and I didn't like it. Unpopular opinion, but hey, what can you do? A lot of people telling me that I could have used Cancelo at right back if I started at 3 at the back, but then of course you do have problems on the left side. But it wasn't anything, look at that, overpowered mechanic. That is the new time finesse, I'm telling you. Flick it up to yourself and hit it on the strong foot. It's going to go in the back of the net every time. Great method of scoring goals. The problem is getting the 2 bounces, because you flick it up once, you need to touch it again, and then you normally get dispossessed. 2 games of Foot Champs to show you here. I got very frustrated in both of them. Both of them go into extra time, only one of which goes to penalties. But it's such an annoying game. The gameplay so far has been awful for me today. Rivals and Foot Champs. It's just felt like my players are so unresponsive. And it's so annoying because I've actually played against a lot of mediocre teams, not players, teams today, you know, like low-rated Premier League teams, and they seem to be zipping around all over the place. And yeah, I've got like Ronaldo, and I've got icons in there, like Rivaldo and such. Look at that from Nakata, good effort, nearly. And they just feel like buses. It's ridiculous. Ibrahim Wee says, am I the only one that thinks if TDM doesn't finish gold 1, 2 or 3, etc., it's all good because it's relatable, like if you get tilted, you'd stop playing too. Anyways, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, mate, because I feel bad not going to, like, it doesn't happen a lot. I've only done it twice in this Road to Glory so far this year, or in this FIFA, but, you know, sometimes you do get really tilted, and there isn't enough time to calm down and go again. And I do feel bad because it's my job to, you know, entertain and to create content, but at the same time, I'm a FIFA player, you know, and you know exactly what it's like. If you get tilted at the game, you stop playing, you go play something else, you walk away from it, you kick and scream, but ultimately you can stop playing. I have to keep playing, but sometimes I draw a line under it. I'm like, I'm sorry, enough's enough. Silver 1 is automatic qualification. I'm going to draw a line under it there. Kickoff goals, by the way, are rife, and I cannot for the life of me stop conceding them. I'm guilty of scoring them myself, but nowhere near as often as I concede them. I really need to work out how to defend them. I really frustrate myself. William Arthur says, I really like watching your Road to Glory because it's relatable, not like, and then someone who I won't mention, but I just can't relate because blah 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 always finishes elite. Anyways, keep up the good work. Yeah, I can understand. I can understand why watching a Road to Glory where someone finishes top 100 or someone is always finishing like Elite 1, Elite 2, and I'll name him now, it's Fuji, and Fuji got, not lucky, but he cracked onto something really. Like, he used to do the same type of videos that I do, player reviews, squad builders, that sort of thing, and then he didn't have a Road to Glory, and then one year, I think it was last year, he started a Road to Glory, and it turned out he was actually really good at the game, and then he packed an icon, and then everyone flooded to his account, and then he just blew up, and that's where he is right now. But no, more power to him. But yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't watch a Road to Glory that people were finishing in really high, and you know, I finished gold 3, silver 1, or gold 2 sometimes, and it's relatable, and I more than understand that. But I know, again, some people would be frustrated that I'm not just playing the full set of games when I have a full set that I can play, if that makes sense. Luke Hill in this episode, then, that was the Nando's question was the last one. This one is, what's your usual order from Domino's? I've been ordering that cheeseburger pizza recently, but I have a barbecue base on it. I can't eat a pizza unless it has a barbecue base. And I know a lot of people will, like, not argue, but you know, cry about it, because Italians in particular leave comments and negative I've had a thumbs down on a video once because I said I enjoyed the certain type of pizza, and they were like, "No, that's not pizza. It's not my fault. I don't make my own pizza. Do you know what I mean? I can't do it the way you guys do it. We get on with what we've got, you know." TVM makes the best thumbnails, hands down. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate that, because I literally do everything myself. Lost that game 4-3. Very frustrating in the end, because I honestly thought if we went to penalties, I could have taken him. But just one of those things. I couldn't hold out. We beat the first guy on penalties. We've lost to this guy in extra time. And we are now 1-1, which is not the best of starts to the weekend league. But hey, if I can just do that all the way through, hit goal 3, I'll be happy. I just need to get a grip on the game. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's just one of those games where it's so inconsistent. One game I'm on fire, and then the next game I feel like my players haven't got any legs. It's so frustrating to play. So as we load up FIFA and load into Ultimate Team, Jono Nesbitt says last year R9 Prime SBC required 5 icons. So what he means, or why he's saying that rather, is I think it was either yesterday or the day before, I said that someone told me on Twitter not to sell my Gerrard because there is a chance that when they release these new icon SBCs, they'll require more than 1 icon. And I said, well, I think I said it's unlikely to happen that they'll require more than 1 icon. What I meant to say, I've worded it wrong completely. What I meant was, I don't think it'll affect the price if certain SBCs require, 2, 3, 4 or 5 icons, because even this right here is too expensive for most pay-to-win accounts to do. If I was to do this on my main account, by the way, which I have spent nearly 200,000 FIFA points on my main account, right? And I would not struggle to afford it. I could afford it, but it would take a massive, massive chunk of my club away. And it's untradeable. I'm paid to win with 200,000 FIFA points spent. Granted, I haven't had the best pack luck on that account, but I can't afford to do this realistically. You don't get amazing packs back for it either, it requires an icon and then 88, 87, 86, 85, 2 85s even. So 83, 84, 2 85s, an 86 and 87 and an 88. I missed that at second 85. So that's mental. That's going to cost you like 2-3 million coins. That is crazy. And if they took away the 83 rated squad, for instance, and the 85, and introduced another icon instead, I honestly don't think it would affect icon prices, because I can't see many people going out and wanting to complete this. That is crazy expensive. If they didn't have time limits, and that was just there from now until the end of FIFA, yes, I agree. If it required 2 icons, eventually someone would do it. But because it's only 30 days available, I just don't see it affecting the icon market at all. And in fact, that's a new icon now, and okay, it only requires one icon. But I'm going to go see whether it's actually affected the icon market at all. What are we saying? 500,000, right? Let's go see if it's affected the icon market at all. 540 was the cheapest icon this morning, and now 500 exactly for Paul Scholes. So no, at the moment at least, it sent it the other way. People are like, nah, you're all right. I'm not going to be doing that. Let's just get rid of my icons. Well, now whether people have packed them or not, I don't know. But yeah, so far that SBC in particular hasn't affected it. And of course, if one comes out that requires 3 or 4 icons, no one's going to be able to afford it, so it's not going to drive the price up, if anything. Saying that, though, do I want to get rid of Steven Gerrard? Probably not. I wanted to originally. What am I doing? They've just released the Moments Jari Litmanen. His finishing, so much better than the Prime. What have we got here? Solskjaer Walker for 60,000, not 50, so we can get rid of that. That's cool. Put that back in the club, because I will probably do more of those in a second, or just over the course of the next sort of week. Those French League 1 81 pluses are incredibly good. They're so good, and I'm definitely going to do another one right now, but I'm going to do more over time. At the moment, there's nothing realistically that I want. I could go for, this is a good one as well, actually. I didn't have a look at the requirements for this, but it gives a 55k pack, requires a 75 rated team, 2 MLS players. Oh, I'm going to do that right. I'm going to do that right now. And there we have it. I had to buy a couple of Premier League players. So I bought Maddison for $950, bought Dyer for $950, and the left back here for $900. Had everything else in the club there, which is decent. 2 MLS players required, 3 different clubs, 4 rares. Got more than 4 rares in there, but it's fine. And there we go. Submit that, and we get a 55k pack. Fingers crossed. We get some luck here because not that we're lack of luck right now. We've been doing really well, but it would be nice to get something decent from this 55k. Something worth 20-30k would be nice. I'm not necessarily expecting and or hoping for a walkout, but something worth about 20-30,000 coins. Another Kyle Walker, please. Just something that supplements the French League packs, really. No walkout, that's fine. We can still get ourselves a... Okay, no board, great. Well, there we go. Such is life. Bit of a shame, really, when stuff like that happens. You know, like you get a 55k pack, a pack that's meant to be that like super expensive, and you don't get. I mean, look at all the squad fitnesses. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's more or less something for nothing. That's definitely going to come in handy. I'm going to put Rebic up actually, and we'll save him. We'll put him with the rest of the Rebic's, and that'll do. We'll save it. What was I saying about the icon? I think I was saying something like the icon, you know, I can't see Gerrard's price going up. The icons are crazy money right now. It's just unbelievable how expensive some of them are. Or how expensive that SBC is. So I'm kind of hoping they learn their lesson. What's in the objectives then? Assist in 5 separate rival wins using Team of the Week players to earn a Team of the Week player. That's not bad, is it? Really? I don't know if we've got any informs in the team, actually. Win 3 squad battles games by 2 goals on minimum professional difficulty to earn a lone prime icon moments player. Not bothered by that. No goal players allowed. Win 5 online single matches and you get a prime players pack. That's pretty decent. You get a League 1 prime players pack for doing it. Win 5 online single matches using 11 League 1 players, but no gold. So you have to build a silver French League side. Score 6 goals using the Mexican players to earn the Mexico kit. What the hell is that? The Colombian kit. Assist 4 goals using Colombians. They're not bad weekly objectives. I very rarely look at those, but I mean that's not a bad little set. Let's go back in here and see what we can do. Like I've got Buffon in the club now, just sat there. I've got Verratti sat there. We've kept Kevin De Bruyne. I've got Tevez, who I very rarely, in fact, I'd never use. He's 90 rated. He's the flashback version. We've got Calvert-Lewin, who I saved. Managed to save him. So I mean, I was looking around and I was thinking, well, what can I use these players with? I could easily build an 80. I would say an 87, 88 rated team. So I mean, I could probably split that up, and I could probably build like 285s maybe. I've got marquee matchups to do, which I'll do at some point. La Liga 81 pluses is interesting. I would like to have done a few of those, but the French League ones are so lucrative that you'd be stupid not to be rinsing these. So we've got about 68,000 coins, which isn't an awful lot. I do have Paulson who's worth just over 50. But I think what I'm going to do is a few more of these. I don't have the players in the club right now. We'll have to go buy some. Hopefully people have moved on to the Spanish ones, though, so they're not too concerned about these. I'll probably end up packing a duplicate as well, but I'm going to do another one of these to end the episode with. It's going to be a really late episode today because it's already 8:30. But yeah, we'll go buy some players now. We'll do this live, you know, have a little chat and see what's about. So let's change this. I'm hoping that going forward, EA will look at the icon situation and go, right, 30 days isn't long enough. I'm not bothered about the price. That Ruud van Nistelrooy is, in my opinion, overpriced, right? But the fact that it's only available for 30 days makes it so... I'll wait a minute because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get a few more. The fact that it's only available for 30 days makes it so undesirable and realistically unobtainable to most people. Because who is going to grind and be able to grind the game that hard for 30 days? Like sometimes there's like some weeks there's just nothing to grind. You know what I mean? You've got like this week, for instance, we've got the upgrade packs and things, so that's fair enough. But if you're away or unable to play or whatever for this week, You come back, you've got 3 weeks left to complete it, which sounds like a long time, but if 1 week they don't release anything, you can't grind anything. You're literally sat there waiting for them to bring something out. All you can do is put money into the game. You don't want to put money into the game, you want to be able to grind it naturally. What I think they need is more ways for you to generate coins. And it sounds stupid, but I know playing games is a big part of FIFA, and that's fine. Maybe introduce a way you can generate coins by playing games, but it's sort of, unlike the draft, it's almost instant gratification. So for instance, a little tournament mode, like they used to have, the knockout tournaments, win 4 games, earn yourself a pack, or earn yourself a nice reward, whether it be 10, 20, 30,000 coins, or you earn yourself a 45k pack or something. You know, daily tournaments, basically. Make it so that you can enter it repeatedly. So I think I've already got him. So for instance, I've just won the tournament, I can go enter it again. You know, if I get knocked out round 1, maybe I get... Like, basically, it's almost like a draft. But you don't have to pay to enter it. And you have to use your own team. But make it so that you have... It'd be nice to be able to use and come up against different style of teams. So have set requirements for these tournaments. So you're going into one and the reward is greater than, like for instance, you have to use a silver team, or you have to use a silver team that's no more than 73 overall rating, so you can't even use the best silver players. Or maybe you can use any players you want, but you can't go above an 80 rated team, so you can use some golds in there. But the lower down it is, so for instance, the bronze or the silver tournament is the better reward. So you'll get more people playing the silver tournaments, and it'll give silvers a value, and then obviously make you get silver rewards. So they do silver SBCs. So right now you do like marquee matchups, and you get a mixed players pack, or you'll get a silver pack, and you just don't care generally. You're hoping for a player that's worth something in an SBC. But if you made silver cards desirable, like, I've got a silver team on the go. Because back in FIFA 13, I used to have a silver team, and that used to be my main team, because it was just a lot more fun to play with silvers. There's no pressure on you to win games, because, hey, look, I'm using a silver card. And it was just a lot more fun to play the game, like using underrated sort of OP cards, than these days when everyone is running the same 5 or 6 players. And it was the same last year, it's the same this year. I mean, to be fair, they've made a little bit more of an effort when it comes to promos this year. Obviously they're making more money out of it, but we do have a lot more choice when it comes to players. But if you make it so that bronze teams are desirable to use for tournaments that give you better rewards, silver is the same, gold, that kind of thing, I just think that would be awesome. And I can't imagine it would take that much effort to implement a tournament system or a mini league system like the World Cup mode that came out last year, that would give you rewards for playing and put set requirements on it. You can't use attribute cards, you have to have a silver team, and if you win the tournament you get a 50k pack. Bang. Make it untradeable if you want, whatever you want, I don't care. But I'd be in it all day. I'd play it all day. It'd be class. This is going to be the final action of today's episode. We've got about 60,000 coins. I think I am just going to rinse the whole thing. I'm just going to use the 60,000 coins to build as many packs as I can. I have to do it one at a time, because if I pack a duplicate, I've got to go and try and rinse it again. I don't want to waste anything. So I'll either do some tomorrow live, or they'll be like they were today and I'll talk over them. But either way, I think I'm going to spend the 60,000 coins. I may even sell Paulson for 50, 60,000 and spend that on it as well. Because, I mean, eventually, if you keep doing it, you will pack Mbappe, you will pack Neymar, you will get a Thiago Silva, you'll get the highest rated players available. And then we can either use them, or we can keep them in the club and use them for further or future SBCs, especially icons, because we've still got Gerrard, we've still got Littman, and the big Ronaldinhos and the like will eventually come out, and fingers crossed they won't be stupidly expensive. Without any further ado, let's open this pack, not get a walkout, get a glick, and all go home very unhappy. We are going to get a board, of course. Oh, it's an inform. Nice. It's going to be Marçal. That's worth it, mate. We just spent, what, 10,000 coins on that SBC? Maybe a little bit more. Maybe 11k. But he's worth 25,000 coins. And in that pack with him, we got an 83 rated. Oh, no, we got an 81 rated Marcelo. But that's fine. Hyperlink for days. But That's class. He's worth about 25k. There you go, 25,000 coins on the nose, and he will be useful for being re-rinsed because he sells for like 1.5, 2k anyway. So that's decent. That's not too bad at all. I just love it. I love it. You are basically guaranteed quality every single time you open a pack. If you have enjoyed this episode of The Road to Glory, do me a huge favour, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.